It's your girl, Javy. High Priestess. Here because I want to talk about Mars. Mars and Aries. Not just because I'm an Aries, but because Mars entering Aries and the way it behaves there in 2020 is going to affect everybody. Now, Mars usually stays in a sign for about 6 weeks, but thanks to 2020, it's going to be here for 6 months. 6 months. And that's because it goes retrograde. Mars retrogrades in Aries from September 9th to November 13th. And it does not leave Aries until like January 7th of 2021. So yes, this is going to impact everybody. And the thing is, I don't want just advice for what it's going to bring. I want to know, how are we to harness this energy? So let's get into it. So it's Cancer season, so I'm going to start with Cancer. I want to know, what is the most helpful, useful, productive way for Cancer to harness this Mars and Aries energy? Actually, before I talk about this, before I go there, Mars and Aries is going to bring gumption, fire, the desire to get shit done, the desire to take back control over your life, being temperamental, yes, more agitation, more easily jumping to anger, bursts and bouts of high energy, but also low energy. There could be a fluctuation in energy levels that takes place. And also, this is the thing about Aries likes speed, so you have to really check yourself as far as accidents. You know, it's easier to be accident prone. Just because you're wanting to move, you're just forward, that push, that drive, the ambition. But really, what I want to tap into is how each sign is able to harness this energy to really push their willpower, harness it, channel your willpower. And what do you need to do it for? All right, so Cancer, first up. Whoo, Cancer, for your motherfucking independence. You doing it your way. You leaning into taking care of yourself. The cards are saying that you are to use this Martian energy, this push, this lengthy transit of Mars and Aries to focus on your financial independence and your independence altogether. If you find yourself in some kind of codependent situation, for whether it be for love, security, finance, whatever it is, you got really until January to get a plan for yourself, to figure out how you can do it on your own. Even if you are married, even if you're partnered, it's just there needs to be a certain knowing that you got you. And Mars is going to show you how you can get you, how you can financially step your game up, how you can, in your physical world, in the physical realm, how you're able to use your money more wisely, how you're able to use your energy more wisely, your connections more wisely. There is a And also, it's just like using that nurturing, that love that you love to give others, using it for yourself and growing that abundance so that it can influence and impact everyone else around you. So, whoo, yes, Cancer. I'm here for it. All right, Leo. I want to know, what is the most useful and helpful way for Leo? Ooh, and Sun card at the bottom. I saw it. Hey, yes. How can Leo harness this energy? What do they need to harness this Mars and Aries energy for? Standing taller, using your voice, really coming into your own, getting back to that source of joy, that childlike wonder within you, having some fucking fun. Especially like Leos, I feel like there's some fun that's needed. There's some truth that's to be spoken. Whew, the Magician. And there is power to be invoked. You need to learn how to use your words. You need to use your skills. This is leaning, Leo, this is really you standing in your power, choosing willpower. I was just talking about willpower. And this is like, how do you want to do it? And what do you want to do? And how can you proclaim your magic? How can you stand up? What skills have you acquired lately? What trade are you able to really market yourself as? This is networking also, communicating with other people about your skills, about your spark, what you bring to the table. And also, this is about understanding that you have everything you need. You don't need any other external source. You don't need any kind of, you don't need any other clothes. You don't need any more hair. You don't need any more it's not about the external. It is about harnessing what's inside of you, bringing your magic to your physical realm, bringing your skills, your knowledge, your skill set to the world. So if there's something that if there's something that, you are passionate about that you're not acting on, it's time to get a plan, babe. And it's time to understand that you don't need anything else. So stop looking. It's a matter of using what you have to your advantage, using the tools that you have, the knowledge that you have to your advantage to proclaim your truth, speak your truth, communicate your truth, and manifest the life that you want. Manifesting in your physical world your goals. What can you do? What can you do on a regular basis? What can you study? What can you, because this is Mercury. What can you intellectualize? What can you plan out? What can you get logical about that helps you get to your place of power? It's time to stand up, Leo. And do it for you, your way. All right, Virgo. All right, Virgo. As for the most useful and helpful messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and how they are able to, what they need to harness this Mars and energy, fire and gumption for. Virgos, take a deep breath. Can feel the anxiety already. There is like a tension, a release, a nervousness almost that I'm feeling. And don't let Mars push you into overdrive, Virgo. Like, yeah, you're feeling it, but you need to like also, you're feeling the passion, feeling the fire, you're feeling the fire, but like you need to use this for yourself. You need to learn how to delegate. You need to learn how to provide structure in the midst of feeling chaos. Instead of like trying to fix others, you need to use this for yourself. Creating structure for yourself, creating boundaries for other people, leaning into being more spontaneous, being more fun, being more open, being less rigid, being more willing to provide structure for yourself, as opposed to being a part of everyone else's structured system, and be of service for yourself. This energy, Mars is coming directly for you. It wants you to tap directly in. Also, if you have any Aries friends, reach out to them, lean into their energy, get like them. Like, allow yourself to be independent and bold and spontaneous, and let go of the fear, the need to have it be a certain way. Let go of the structure. Virgo, if you are also Virgo, there you may be being like mean. Chill out on like your words. Chill out on your tone. Chill out being like on how you speak to people. Like, you are not any, unless you're someone's actual father, like you're not somebody's fucking daddy. Chill out on what you like. This is, use this time to, and use this transit to really figure out what exactly you do have control over, and that's yourself. So get you right before going. And who was I just yelling at? I feel like I was yelling at Taurus about this, but it's just like, get you right, get you structured, make order of your internal chaos, so you stop like, I want to say annoying other people, and I love you, Virgo, but it's like, get you right so you don't, it's just like, worry about yourself. That's what I'm going to say. Because it's not that you're nagging or annoying or whatever anybody. It's just like a matter of, people have to learn their own lessons. People have to make their own mistakes. But you need to become your reliable source for yourself. You are a reliable source for everyone else, but it's time to replenish your cup. It's time to step into your power, and your cup that needs to be filled. It needs to be filled with fire. It doesn't need to be filled with emotionality or water. It needs to be filled with spirit, with independence, with fun, with flair, with following your intuition, with feeling your gut, leaning into things, getting outside, being active, being random. There's just a loosening of the goose. All right, Libra. All right, Libra. As for the most useful and helpful messages and ways that Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising is able to harness this Mars and Aries energy. Libra. Getting present. 4 cups. Understanding what you have available to you. Get out of the past. Get out of those emotional cups. Get away from wondering about the past, glamorizing the past, talking to people from the past, especially if you're in a committed relationship. Like, it's time to get present. And if you're in a committed relationship, you specifically have a divine gift available to you. Divine love, divine connection, divine awareness that is available to you that you may be taking for granted. So check what you're possibly taking advantage of. Make sure you're saying thank you, that you're saying please, that you're asking, not demanding. Check your tone. especially in your interpersonal relationships, like with your mom, with your, your partner, but everybody. Like, you're not entitled to anything. And you need to understand that it feels better when you earn it. It feels better when you work for it. So let go of whatever you're looking at that's behind you, so you don't miss the big blessing that's really in your face right now and available to you. Be grateful. And use this energy to be present, to be in the now, to get in nature and meditate and thank Spirit for the beauty that you get to experience, for the beauty that you are. Also, it's like, if you do get agitated, this is happening right across from you in your, for Libra rising, at least, it's happening in your house of relationships. And you've got to learn to get away when you're annoyed or when you're angry or upset. Like, don't try to just like harsh deal with it right now. There is like a little bit of walking away, a learning, a slowing down, understanding that this is going to bring a lot of heat, emotion, a lot of emotionality, a lot of possible tension. So slow down. Remove yourself from the situation if need be, if you get upset or when you get upset about things. And don't instantly go into people-pleasing mode. You need to really think about how you feel and what you want to say before you say it. So if you need to learn how to ask for a minute, ask for a beat, take it. Take a beat. But getting present is really, really important. All right. Scorpio. Scorpio. Oh, baby. This is hitting y'all hard, too. Especially because Mars is going to be making all these aspects to Pluto and Capricorn and Jupiter and Saturn. So what does Scorpio need to use this Mars and Aries, this extended Mars and Aries energy for? Use it for breakthrough. Use it to get away. Use it to get out. If you are in a situation that you don't want to be in anymore, use these next 6 months to give yourself a plan to take what you need to do, take what you need to get, take only what you need from it, and to move forward. If there are betrayals, let the betrayals become your breakthrough. Let the betrayals become the fodder for your, let it become the kindling for your flame, for your uprising, for you to rise up out of the ashes, Scorpio. Let the fire fuel you to get your ass where you are trying to be. Whatever you're indecisive about, there's some indecision, I feel like, that's taking place. There's some indecision that it could be about a job. You could not know, what to do, but the vacillation, the going back and forth, the being unsure, it's like, take the time to sit with your reality and choose to take what you need and get out. But also, those of you who aren't in some kind of situation that you need to remove yourself in, there is mental breakthrough coming. There's deeper understanding. But just make sure you don't walk into a trap. Use this energy for mental and emotional clarity, for awareness, for digging into facts of things. Don't use this energy for suspicion and for paranoia. Use this for productivity. Use it for self-preservation. Get your mind right so that you can formulate a plan. I feel like all of this just feels like a plan. Like everybody needs to formulate a plan so far. And I'm here for it. Clearly Mars is. I want to check the video because I feel intuitively I need to. Whew. All right. Sagittarius. Ask for the most useful and helpful messages for Sagittarius. So amazing how they are able to harness this Mars and Aries energy for. All right, Sagittarius. You as well need to make sure you're checking your tone. And you as well need to use it for yourself. Use it to formulate a new relationship with yourself, to formulate a new way to communicate. Communicating softer, communicating with more love, communicating with more fluidity and less judgment. Using this transit for marketing, networking. That is something that came out. For putting yourself out there, formulating new relationships, formulating new friendships, new communications. Use it to be social. To get your message out there. To get something started, to get something, to get the ball rolling. Some of you may have a project or an idea or a relationship with, there could be a child, also a younger fire sign child that needs more attention. So if you have any children around, celebrate the children in your life. But use it for cultivating a new relationship with yourself and how you present yourself to the world. All right, Capricorn. Capricorn, y'all got a lot going on. There's a lot going on in your sign, a lot going on across from you. There is an eclipse, the last lunar eclipse of 2020 in your sign, also happening on July 4th, in a couple days. So it's a lot. And you guys love to do. So let's see what you can do with this extended Mars and Aries energy. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. A lot flew out. This is the first time, actually, some of you guys, everybody got one card. But I'm going to go ahead and give you this, Capricorn, because you got a lot going on. Ace of Swords, Page of Pentacles, the Hangman, and the Three of Swords. So what I'm going to take is the Ace of Swords. It's time to use this transit for information, for insight, for truth, for knowledge. This is the sword of truth being handed to you, and it's time that you wield it in your life. Really looking in the mirror, really looking at where you want to go and who you've been and what parts of yourself you don't want to go any further. What parts of yourself need to be reworked, revisited, remolded, and how to get yourself unstuck, how to cut yourself using this word, how to cut yourself out of being stuck in heartache, being stuck in pain. Use this transit, this Mars energy, for insight, for inspiration, for also severing ties that no longer serve you. You got it. All right, Aquarius. Saturn's right there right now, babe. I know. He's leaving. Things gonna be weird maybe for a while, Aquarius. And I think that Saturn being back and coming back into your sign is just gonna be a really hella productive time for you. Interesting time for the collective. A harsh time. Now for the collective, I do think that there's going to be some like hyper aggression. We're already seeing it. It's already happening. All this police brutality shit, bam. Aquarius, you're going to use this Mars and Aries energy for leveling out. It feels really rocky, unstable, unsure right now, but you're going to need to use this energy and this information that's coming into you, this luck that's coming into you, this joy that's coming in. You're going to use this for stabilizing yourself, using it for trusting the universe, trusting that bigger forces than your desire, your drive are at work right now. Use this energy to lean into your intuition, because the Wheel of Fortune is the most symbolic card in the deck. So signs, symbols, wonders, things are happening that you're like, God? Like, what? You know? And pay attention to that. Pay attention to your hunches. Pay attention to your intuition. I didn't ask for Pisces yet, but a card came out. And I'm going to let this be for Aquarius. And it was Death Reversed. Understanding that the endings that are happening in your life are for your betterment. For your betterment. So let things go, Aquarius. Let it end. Be done with it. Move on, move forward. Because the universe has something way bigger in store for you. All you worry, make sure you're acting right. Make sure you're doing what you need to do according to your moral compass. That way, you don't have anything to worry about. And the universe can let your blessings flow into you. And they're coming. All right, Pisces. That's for the most useful and helpful messages for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising for this extended Mars and Aries. Mars just left your sign, so you may be missing the fire, but you're still going to feel it. That didn't come out. But you're still, ooh, that did. And you can use it to tap into your soul. There also may be a Scorpio coming in that really helps you be receptive. Pisces, use this energy to learn how to receive and learn how to give. Use this energy to cultivate reciprocity. Use it to cultivate equality in your relationships and in your life. Use this. I keep feeling like this video is about to mess up, so I'm just checking. But yeah, Pisces, use this energy to go back to your roots. There's something in, and also to play with kids. There may be kids around. There may be a fire sign kid, fire water sign child. That's really important, or that's just really important, or pops up to you. But also, I feel like reciprocity, learning how to give and take, how to set a standard for how you give, and that it's not just about receiving. Make sure that you're giving as much as you receive, Pisces. There is, and also don't get stuck in nostalgia. Nostalgia is a form of depression. And don't stay there for too long. Let that old song that you hear, let it take you to the memory, and then you come back to reality. You don't need to stay there. And also, some of you, this Mars and Aries energy may be bringing in a soulmate. It may be bringing somebody that you can really experience reciprocity and equality and mutuality in love with. So be open to that. Get yourself ready to receive that level of love. It may be a Scorpio or another Pisces, like another, Scorpio or another Pisces, another water sign, someone with heavy Scorpio Pisces placements. All right. All right, Aries. Woo. Aries, Jesus. I'm not even going to say nothing about Aries because I'm far too biased. I know we need to slow down. I know we need to think. What do they ask for the most useful and helpful messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for this Mars and Aries? This extended Mars and Aries energy. What can they use this energy for? What can they do with this energy? It's for their most highest, their highest and greatest good. How can Aries harness this Mars and Aries energy for their highest and greatest good? Deep breath. For clarity. Yeah, Mars was just in Pisces, so there was a lot of confusion, a lot of daydreaming, a lot of fantasy, a lot of what if, a lot of fantasizing, a lot of wondering, a lot of curiosity, and it's time to use this energy. These next 6 months is going to bring your ass some clarity to get you out of the shadow. Get out of the shadow and into your physical present life every day, where you and also there may be too many options. There's just like a lot to do, not sure where to start, not sure what to do, so many passions, so many ideas, so many capabilities. You're just like, I don't know what to start first, and you're just doing a little bit of everything. And I think Mars and Aries, the cards say Mars and Aries brings relief to that confusion, relief to that anxiety, and it sits right under the Emperor, or it's touching the Emperor card, and there's clarity, there's structure coming, Aries. So it's time to get really intentional. It's time to get really clear about what you're doing. All right. All right, now Taurus. It's most useful and helpful way for Taurus to harness this Mars and Aries. Woo! For radical change. Bottom of the deck, King of Pentacles, which is Sun in Taurus. Using this energy for forward motion. Use your logic for good. Use it to pursue your ideas, to move forward, to create radical change in the thought and in your physical life. Using this Mars and Aries gumption to really propel yourself forward. using it to pursue your goals, to set up, because bottom of the deck, ooh, and I pulled it back out, bottom of the deck was a King of Pentacles. And I keep wanting to say Knight, so I feel like there's an escalation, and that's where the Knight is. There's this a moving forward, a progressing up, a figuring out, a pursuit of passion. Use this energy for movement, for progress, for promotion, for pursuing the things that you want, pursuing the passions and ideas that you want, pursuing those ideas and innovations and new things. There's new insight. There's truth being revealed. Use it. All right, and last but not least, Gemini. I love y'all. Forever. Forever, ever. Gemini, baby. Woo! For Temperance. Use this energy for balance, harmony, getting back to self, finding homeostasis. Like, it's time to, like, pour back into yourself, and there is an equal pouring of water and fire and water and fire and generating just till you get the temps right. So there's steam, so there's this uprising of energy. I can see it, like, in my mind's eye. There's and if you look in the card, she's pouring back and forth. And there's almost like a bit of like alchemy that takes place, and mixing and blending of energies. You may be mixing and blending yourself, juicing, reading a lot. There is a pursuit of information, of knowledge, of higher learning. You are on a very specific path, a very specific journey to the sun, to yourself, to happiness, to warmth, to getting back to you again, to feeling balanced, feeling that harmony. There may be a Sagittarius around that's or someone with heavy Sagittarius placements that's going to pop back up and provide aid in that balance. So be receptive, be open, Gemini. All is well. And I want to pull a card for the collective, for all of, what's going on in just the world. I just want to see, what will this Mars in Aries bring for the United, well, not just the United States. I have people outside the United States, but what's gonna, for the collective, what can we, High Priestess almost came out. So an uprising of the divine feminine, an increase of femininity and respect for the feminine, which is interesting because it's such a masculine, but that's how the world works. It's just so, it's a mirror. When, the masculine has been exalted for so long, there is a balancing out. The earth demands balance. Science, it's law. And the woman will rise up. Emotionality rising up. Also, mysteries and secrets coming out. There's a lot of just being purged. All this Will and Jada shit, I've been knew they was wild. Oh, get you some Hollywood friends, because there's a lot going on. I think there's more coming out about secret societies. There's more coming out about the mistreatment of women. Woo! Five of Swords, and there will be conflict. There will be cuts made. There will be severing of ties. There is going to be, I'm scared. I don't like the idea, but I've been feeling like, I'm not even going to say that, but like there is a desire for division and drawing lines in the sand. That's what it feels like. And I think the media wants us divided, but it's really important that you get clear about who's really for you and who isn't. Like, fuck your racist grandma. I'm sorry. But at some point, like, you either going to check her or she's going to be on the other side, killing people that you love. I'm not saying, I'm speaking figuratively. I'm just saying there is a need for understanding who is for you and who is for good, who is for the light and who isn't. And that's what this looks like. Bottom of the deck, Hanged Man. New perspective, new insight coming in. Things being exposed, shameful shit being exposed, shameful shit being purged, and it's coming to the light so that, it's coming to the light so it can be ended, so it can be done, and so that we can start anew, and that we can fight for what's right now. All right, I love y'all. I'm leaving. Mwah.